Right, so here we are at the American Air Museum. This is quite an impressive exhibit. Some of the aircraft they've got here are amazing. Let's go and adjust my microphone. Let's go and see what they've got. To be fair, I've been in here before, but this is just a quick tour for YouTube. American Air Museum in Britain opened on 1st of August 1997, dedicated to the memory of the 30,000 American airmen who lost their lives on British bases in the Second World War. There we are, impressive sight already. Yeah. Just look at the size of some of these aircraft. F-111 there, U-2 spy plane, A-10 Warthog, P-47 in the background, P-52 as well, the B-17 and B-24 in here, F-4 Phantom there, and the absolutely massive B-25. Look at the size of that thing. This wingspan literally spans this entire room because it's so big. It's amazing. Let's go just wide field for a second. It's as wide as I can go on this phone, and yeah, it doesn't even quite cover how big that aircraft is. Anyway, let's go and have a look around. Alright, so let's get this quick tour started. Biplanes. We see some trainer biplanes. B-25 up there. North American AT-6D, which is, I don't know, those I think, maybe. I think they have something similar to that here at Duxford. You can get pleasure flights, flight experiences in, but I'm not sure. Boeing Stearman PT-17 Cadet for that one. B-17, always an impressive aircraft. So out of Duxford, if you've never been here before, they look after and maintain a B-17 called Sally B, used in the film Memphis Belle, and it's a flying example. It's a memorial aircraft, so it's shown at various air shows, flying. Last year I was here for the Battle of Britain air show, and it flew alongside the Lancaster. Quite an impressive sight. I've been on the Sally B, but it was a really long time ago when I was a child. I used to be able to pay like a few quid to just go walk through the fuselage. But I don't think they do that anymore, unfortunately. P-47 up now. Let's go. Quite a nice view, isn't it? B-25. It's probably one of my favourite medium bombers. It's a very underrated aircraft. You always hear more about the B-17 than any other American bomber. I mean, the B-24 here, for example. Excellent aircraft. I think it had a bigger bomb capacity, and I think they may have built more of them. But it just doesn't get the same attention as the B-17 does, and I wonder if that's because of the film Memphis Belle. US Army ambulance. Oh yeah, walking underneath the B-52 wing. Oh, the thing's just massive. F4 Phantom. The Americans have made a lot of pretty looking aircraft. I always found the F4 Phantom to be a very handsome aircraft. The F111. This thing's incredible. Instead of having ejector seats, it had this, a pod that would eject, so an emergency. That whole cockpit section would eject, keeping the pilot and co-pilot safe, instead of having ejector seats. Don't know if they did that on many aircraft. It's the only one I know of that had that sort of system. Bit more of the B-52 because it's so big. The back end of the A-10 Warthog. What's this thing? Scud training aid. That'd be that one. Because of the first Gulf War. Huey helicopter. Still looks really quite modern, even though it was built in the 60s. Patriot missile model. Oh, so that's that one. Fair enough. That has an interesting story. It doesn't have an information plaque I can see around here, but that is from the Iraqi supergun. Saddam Hussein was building a supergun. And that's one section of the barrel. There's a few of these in existence. I don't know where. I think I saw one of them. Can't remember which museum I've seen it in. But yeah, I've seen at least two of these in the UK. But yeah, look at that ball. Never got used, of course. It was captured after the first Gulf War. B-29. Now that was a hell of an impressive aircraft. Dakota Skytrain, is it, I think? Modern drone. Oh yeah, I walked past it. SR-71. Blackbird, wasn't it? Yeah, I think. Fastest military aircraft ever built, wasn't it? Could not be intercepted. Right, B-29's cool. Looks like a cruise missile. Tomahawk? Let's have a look. What do you reckon? Tomahawk? I reckon it's a Tomahawk. Yep. BGM-109G Tomahawk. Ah, C-47 Skytrain. Yeah, fair enough. I knew it was called Skytrain. I can't remember the designation number. Thank you. The size of these engines. Absolutely amazing. 9/11 Memorial. "9/11, the event that changed the world." Saying this American Air Museum, a really big unit, some really big and powerful aircraft. But it's also relatively short compared to the Air and Space Hall, which is the first hall you pass when you enter Duxford, Predator drone. It's relatively small in comparison, but the amount of stuff they've managed to cram in here is really impressive. U-2 spy plane. It's only F-15 over there. I think that's an F-15. Not an F-14, because that's a naval aircraft, isn't it? Awesome run this. They're seeing how big some of these aircraft are. It really puts into perspective, especially in that B-52. Just astonishes me such a thing can get off the ground, especially when loaded with bombs. So that is the American Air Museum. It was a very quick tour. I went on a bit short of time due to dilly-dallying. So I'm going to make our way to some of the other rooms. Now on the way back to the visitor centre.